So I thought I'd get in the spirit of this game, and yeah, I don't want to put it completely on screen because I don't want to look like I'm sponsoring it, but I thought, yeah, I'm going to have an energy drink. So here's to you, Sam. Okay. So yeah, I've been idling since the last part. Sam's having a little nap. He does do that when you don't do anything when he's resting. So wake up, Sam. That's it. And so we've got viewers here. So yeah, we're going to stand up. We're going to get back on track. I'm actually curious how long I was away. 7 minutes 6 seconds, including 6.5 minutes of sleep. There you go. So, activate the terminal.
Your hard work's paying off, Sam. Thanks to the increase in network capacity, HQ is now in a position to provide you with additional materials and support. Should prove useful.
Okay, so essentially this means that we can now craft things. So, if I just show you, we now have the option to craft ladders, climbing anchors, and as I'm assuming they will tell us in a moment, PCC-1.
Sam, you can use that PCC to build a post box.
Okay, offhand, I couldn't tell you what PCC stands for. They're pretty weird considering how long I've been playing. But essentially, they allowed you to build structures. So right now we can only build one, which is the post box. But more will become available. So we've had a look. We're going to take on an order. So we've got two orders. We've got rare metal delivery to the distribution centre west of Capital Knot City. Keep it in your mind, right? Capital Knot City, way station west of Capital Knot City, distribution centre west of Capital Knot City. Essentially, we've got the city, the way station, the distribution centre. Okay. And then we're going to build a post box as well. Now, this is basically just a tutorial level for the post box, but they give it to us, so we're going to do it. So we've selected both. We're going to accept the order.
To build a post box, you'll need to use a PCC. It goes without saying, but if you're not already carrying a PCC, you'll want to fabricate one.
Now, by the ladder, you can see the number 3. The anchor, you can see 1. Essentially, that's how many we own. So we don't need a ladder, we don't need a climbing anchor, but we do need a PCC. So we're going to craft one. Let's confirm. So rare metals, we need to put them on our back, so let's do it. We need the PCC, so put that there. And we are going to arrange our cargo. Now we are carrying a lot. As you can see down the bottom, we have got 76.4 kilograms in total carried on us, and we've got a limit of 120 kilograms. So Sam's a strong bloke, but he's struggling a bit. So what I'm going to do, all this lost cargo that I've been collecting, and you can tell it's lost cargo because it glows blue. We're going... Well, hang on, saying that, I actually mistake that. That isn't lost cargo, that is actually our... That isn't, it's our actual cargo for the mission. So all this lost cargo here, we're going to just store it in the private locker here. Because like I say, I won't take that back. I won't get likes for it. So yeah, we're going to just store all that here. We'll come back for it. But all this lot is going to be on our back. So that looks good to me. Personally, I'd like to attach that to the suit and replace the cargo. I like all the cargo on my back. It's just a nitpicky thing. It's not the most important thing. All right, so bridge boots, they're always important. You need boots to make sure you don't damage your feet. If you damage your feet, Sam, he struggles. Put it like this, I said there was a gnarly cutscene. You don't want to be seeing that gnarly cutscene unless you're really not squeamish. So, yeah, make sure he's always got boots on. All right, head out.
To the site I designated and build that post box, would you? You should have no trouble finding it if you check your map and compass from time to time.
Alright, I'll be honest, I don't like that they've made us go this way. I didn't remember that. I think I might have, because I'm guessing you give you random locations so that you don't end up building on another player's site. But it's still a bit awkward sending me all the way over here. It's like, really? You couldn't send me towards my destination? But, hey-oh. If you want to make sure you keep your balance, just hold down R2 and L2. It's a little bit slower, even if you're sprinting, but it does mean you're at least not going to trip as easily. You tell me I've got to go all the way over there? Damn. Okay, we've got a little track on our hands. Any ladders or anything that I could take advantage of? Nope. Okay, we're just going to have to slog through this. So I did say it before, but it's not helpful being in water. The cargo doesn't particularly like being in water. It's not as bad as Timefall, but still, you don't want to risk it because the containers aren't watertight. I'm hoping there are no BTs here. Timefall is usually an indicator that BTs are close. Right, this is the site.
Sam, I see you've arrived at the designated site. Good. When you're ready to proceed, activate your PCC. Use it to build a post box within the area I specified.
So right button on D-pad, then you point up or wherever it is that your PCC is on your wheel. And right now I've only got the post box that I can build, so L2 to select it, R2 to build it. You don't always get this animation. This is pretty cool. I think this one of the things I do like about the game. It feels like it's not impossible as far as 3D printing if ever it develops to this point. But yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we've got S rank there. I did speed through it again.
Good work, Sam. That's a fine looking post box.
If you say so, Dialman.
You access it and select Share Locker. You can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters. Deposit a
Have I got to do it?
climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along and use it.
Okay,
Got
okay.
enough supplies.
So share locker, donate weapons and equipment.
Sam,
Yeah, sorry, it's Dialman, I'm not listening to you. They really do waffle on at times. I get it, it's a tutorial still, so they want to do that, but yeah, I don't mind giving the climbing anchor and the ladder. I'm not particularly using them. Okay. Okay, so we've got 16 likes for that. That wasn't too bad. And it lightened our load a little bit, so again, not anything I'm upset about. Okay, so there is some cargo over here. I might try and pick this up. Resins. Now, you go and get materials like this. There are a couple of types. You get metals, ceramics, chemicals, and resins. And then the final one's special alloys. You use them for different bits of crafting, whether it's at a fabrication, like in the facility up there, or when you're rebuilding structures. Or rebuilding or repairing or upgrading structures, I should say. So it's worth collecting certain ones at certain times. I don't tend to collect resins because I always feel like there's a steady stock of them in my facilities. But if you're running out, grab them because you might need them. Okay, so we've got a old magazine thing here for the way station. Oh, okay. What's my weight like? 55, we're okay there. Yeah, I'm not going to pick that up though. That's a bit of an effort getting down there. Especially when I do want to try and stay focused on the missions. So you can afford to stay focused on your stamina. Sorry, you can afford to sprint a bit if you've got stamina, so we're going to do that. Now, up ahead, we are going to have our first encounter with another variant of enemies in this game. And I'm hoping if I go to this watchtower, it will show them.
Goddamn cottonmouth.
Yeah, there you go. You can hear the music change. You can see my health bars popped up. And the watchtower should reveal them. There we go. Now, these guys, they're highlighted in orange because they are mules. There is a similar type of enemy later on that are also highlighted orange. I'll save that for later. But for now, mules are a little bit of a threat. Later on they're not, but right now I've got nothing to really attack them with except for my strand. So I would like to sneak past them, but I don't know if I can. So let's see what happens. Now, the reason why it's hard to sneak past mules is this thing here. Oh, hang on. Sam, I wasn't walking with you. Yeah, this thing here. It's a sensor pole. Now, like when we go into the way station or when we go into the cities, they have sensor poles, but they're blue. Once we pass this thing, it's orange. It tells the mules I'm in the area. Not just that, it pings my cargo.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you.
So I am going to run because, like I say, I haven't got a weapon. You can see them. The idea is they want my cargo. They don't particularly want to hurt me, but they do want to steal my cargo. So we're going to just try and get out of their way. It's pretty funny. I'm not too fussed about them, even at this point. Sam's pretty good at sprinting. You do want to avoid doing... what was his name out of Game of Thrones? Stark. Bran Stark, was it? I can't remember his name. The guy from... The young one. Whatever, you don't want to die like him. You want zigzag as much as you can with mules, because they will throw those rods. And if the rods catch you, you're going to get stunned. You'll probably lose some cargo in the process as well, so you want to try and avoid them. Oh, there we go, there's one. Let's just go this way. We're out of the area now. It shouldn't really... You don't normally have a cutscene like this. This is them just giving us our first proper look at the mules. Because if, like me, you just run past them, you're not going to see them. Plus, like everyone else in this world, they don't like Timefall. They might have the hoods, but it doesn't mean they want to hang around in them. Oh.
Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Alright, I honestly thought he was going to fall down then. Right, so the Odra deck hasn't started yet, but I'm going to switch my camera. It's always wise having it on the... switching your camera's shoulder. So that way you can see the Odra deck better if BTs are in the area. So for this, we are going to try and cross this bit of water. I don't know if we can, but we're going to try. Okay, so to make this easier, we're going to use the rocks, just as a little climbing platform. So here we go. Let's see, I can see a bit of yellow there. That's not the worst. There we go. Endurance gauge is nearly low, but it isn't beeping yet. There we go, we're fine. I like how that thing pops up as if, say, you're going to run low, you're going to run low. And I'm like, just chill, I'm fine. Okay, so this line that pops up on the ground, that is signaling the chiral network, so we're now going to leave it. And up there, you may be able to see there is an icon. It's for the Ludens fan. Now, the Ludens fan, have I got cargo for him? I'm assuming I have, the fact that it's telling me that. Is it old magazines? No, that's George Batten. Wonder why he's popped up on my radar. Maybe I got it from the watchtower. Either way, there should be some cargo for him around here. Let me just scan this a bit that way. Nothing's popping up. The idea is, the Ludens fan, you can get him to join the UCA and the chiral network, but you need to give him a piece of his cargo. Trouble is, I don't know where it is. It's a little bit random where they put it. It's in the area, but you just got to keep pinging your Odra deck until it pops up. Maybe they're not giving it to me yet because I haven't done the waste at the distro center. Yeah, it looks it. There's just no cargo around here. All right, yeah, we're into BT territory. Okay. I will admit, it gets a bit tedious seeing this animation a lot. The Ultra Deck's cool, but I kind of wish they'd give you an option to just skip this animation. Okay, so let's crouch. I'm doing the ping, and I don't know why. You don't need to actively ping it. You just need to look at it. So there, it's looking towards the left, so we might be better going towards the right. But it's still a bit far off, so it means it's not that close. It's better to crouch, though, because you don't want to give them a chance to hear you. I'm sure there's someone. Oop. Okay, maybe just crouch. Okay, 2 there. 1 there, 1 there. Okay, so if we just keep making our path here, we should be fine. Yeah, some of the cargo's getting damaged. That's not great, but... Okay, someone's just used something we dropped. I'm going to assume that that's what I put in the post box. I might be wrong there. Alright, let me just check here. Oh dear. Okay, quite a few biggies. There's that one there. I'd like to go this way, just move further away from it.
Keep it cool.
Yeah, Sam, I didn't need you telling me that. Hold your breath. Yeah, so that's there. There's one up ahead, so we're going to try and go that way, because hopefully something would get... Ooh. Yeah, if it goes orange, I'm holding my breath. I'm not taking a chance with close to it. Okay, we're going in the right direction still. I promise this does get easier, by the way. It is an instance in the game where it says, right, you do need to stealth. Alright, cargo container ruined.
It looks like one of your containers has been compromised. No need to panic.
I think we might be through this area.
Shouldn't sustain any damage. And if the cargo itself is okay, then your eval won't be affected. Just take a little extra care.
Alright, I'm actually going to take a gamble. We're through the BT area now.
Good luck.
Yeah, I think we're through.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
Yeah, so as it says there, BB suffering from autotoxemia. Essentially, he's a bit stressed out, so we need to get to the distro center. It doesn't happen that often, unless you really, really are mistreating him. So that is one thing.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Okay, so this wasn't a great delivery. I'd be surprised if I got S rank, let's say that. It all came down to the fact I was in time full for a long time. Thankfully, things will improve. As you can see, there is a bite there, but it's got no battery, so we can't use it straight away.
Scanning bridges, IV. Verifying IV. Clear. All weapons will remain on until the target. Cargo verified.
It's where I really wish we'd got ways of repairing the cargo, because early on this can be horrid as far as your scores. You don't really need the scores, but they're nice. You know, you want top ranks for these deliveries. Alright, here we go. Activate terminal. Make delivery.
Way station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you?
No problem at all.
They weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
Okay, so let's just skip all that. S rank, wow, nice. We got 2 and almost 3 stars, so I'll take that. Delivery volume shot up, that's nice. Bit of bridge link as well, very nice. We're up to level 25, title handler. People think of you as a porter who can be relied upon for basic orders, but with time and effort, you may one day be recognized as a true legend. So we are at bridge link 10. You can now make strand contracts with other players. You can now make upgrade cooperation requests in order to ask other players to contribute materials to your structures. The period for which you can send likes has been increased to 5 seconds. Okay.
Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
You know, I've seen this animation a dozen times. Well, I say a dozen times. I've seen it more than a dozen times, but I like it. I think it's cool. It's simple, but cool. By the way, look at the state of that cargo. I like the sound design for this, I can't help it. I think they nailed that. New strand established.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Okay, I don't think there's much to say there. I mean, I'll read it if you... I'll read it. As more facilities join the UCA, Bridges HQ will be able to provide additional functionalities to those facilities, such as the ability to fabricate equipment and weapons via delivery terminal. The range of available weapons and equipment may increase, and new terminal functions and information may be added as things progress. We've got new interview data for Mules and Drone Syndrome, Bridge Babies, and Timefall. New features have been added to your cufflinks, mail, and data, and we've now got an option to recycle some of our equipment. And these are all structures that have become available to us.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center's on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator. Good work.
Yep, so all we have to do here, we have got a share locker. Hang on.
Looks like some cargo has been transported to its destination on your behalf. You can access the share locker to collect it.
Wonder what that is. Cargo for Sam, metals, and... okay, I don't remember dropping either of these, but alright, carry it on back. Essentially, if you do drop cargo, it'll appear here if someone's picked it up and left it somewhere. So it's always worth checking out the share locker for that reason. But yeah, all we got to do here is rest in the private room, so let's do it.
Your work is great.
And I'll be honest, unless there's a cutscene the next bit, I may end this part here.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the Steel Mother in Capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its steel mother's womb, a process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
I'll admit I did forget to hide myself from that cutscene, but to be honest, that's what I just do while I'm watching along, but I'd rather not show what I'm thinking, just in case I accidentally spoil something. I can't say with 100% certainty why he handcuffs himself to the bed. I'm sure there's something somewhere in the lore that explains it, but I can't actually answer that question for anyone. Hopefully we'll find out.
Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.